All right, welcome back to the shop. So in this video, I've got something that just rolled into the shop yesterday. It's an M151a2. They started designing these in 1951. They came into service in the 60s during the Vietnam conflict. These replaced the M422a2 and they also replaced the M422a2 Mightymite. So she's not much to look at. She needs a lot of work, but she's paid for, so that's the good thing. She runs really good. It's got a couple fuel issues, which isn't a big deal. I think I'm going to get a new fuel tank for it. There's a lot of rust in the tank. The line's got a couple kinks in it, but other than that, she runs good. It's going to need things, you know, headlight switch is bad. The ignition switch has some issues. It's missing some cushions. Missing the rear seat frame, but I do have the rear seat pads. So the guy that I got it from, he thinks he has the rear seat frame, so hopefully I can get that. One nice thing about this, it's an uncut frame. You know, most of these were cut in half or cut in quarters when they sold them off, but this one is uncut, which even though it needs a lot of work, in my eyes, it makes it a lot more valuable. One thing I'm gonna have to do, it's gonna need new tires. We're gonna get these street tread off. We're gonna get the appropriate tires on it. I've got some body work to do and stuff. I'm gonna get some new lights for it, things like that. We'll get the pads for it. The floor is in really good shape. The floor on this side was changed. You can tell by looking underneath that it was cut out, and that one panel was changed. It probably rotted out from the batteries. It does not have the correct roll bar on it. This will stay until I can find the correct roll bar. I really want to get the full roll cage for it, the ROPS, the rollover protection structure. Want to get that for it. I think that really makes these A2s look really good. Let's lift the hood. Let's see what's under here. There's the engine. She runs really good. Carburetor works fine. There's no blow-by. It's got really high compression. The compression tests out really good. Fuel pump's hooked up, doesn't leak. I do need to look into these all these emission tubes. I've noticed that a lot of them are cut off and stuff. It's probably something I'll go back and replace just to make sure that all that stuff is in there correctly. Engine wise, transmission wise, it's in really good shape. Just the body's got some issues, of course, but that's all stuff that can be fixed up. So I'll get it up here on the lift and we'll see what's under her skirt, and we'll see what kind of shape it's in underneath. All right, so this is my first time looking underneath. I haven't put it on the lift yet until just now, so whatever I see right now, it's going to be new for me as well. Looks like some rubbers are torn here on the ball joints. I'll have to get a bar in there and see if those ball joints are worn out, or see how they look. The guy I bought this from is a good-sized dairy farm, and they were using this thing. They've had it for a long time apparently, and they were using it. You know, didn't just sit behind the barn or anything like that, but they were actually using it as a Jeep to get around their property on. You can tell it's got a new clutch in it. It's missing a cover down there on the bottom of the trans. I'll have to see about getting that. A little bit of leak here on the front diff, not a big deal. I'll have to check out these U-joints and the axles here. They look, just from looking at them, they look pretty good. I don't see any play in them. I've got a leak here on the transfer case. I got to change the fluids and everything in these anyways, and we'll see what's going on with that. Looks like, no, those bolts are in there. And you can tell this transmission was out recently, probably when they just did that clutch. The parking brake's there. It does work too, which is a shock. A lot of times on these old things, guys don't take care of the parking brake, but they did on this. The exhaust system's intact. So this is the A2, so it's got the newer rear suspension. You know, they had problems with the early A1 suspension. You know, these things are rolling over quite easily, apparently. So this has the newer style A2 suspension. I'm not sure about these springs. See how that pops out when I jack it up? When I unloaded it from the trailer, I used the forklift to get it off the trailer. And, you know, when the shipper brought it out, and these were popped out and sitting like that when I set it down. So if anybody that's familiar with these, let me know in the comments if that's normal, or if there should be something limiting the travel, or maybe if just the springs are just so wore out that they're kind of compressed too far. Let me know. because I'm not real familiar with these. It's the second one I've actually dealt with. So that's something, if I need new springs, I'll look and see if I can find some new springs for them. And yeah, the brakes do work good. They've kept the brakes up real well. A little bit of leak there in the rear diff. The U-joints and the axles look tight and look good. Going back to the tub here, you can tell it wasn't cut in half, which is good. I got a little bit of rust here under the fuel tank, which is, I'm assuming, is normal. And you could see here where the floor pan was changed out on the passenger side. Guaranteed that's just from the rot from the batteries. But you could tell, you know, on the unibody here, this channel hasn't been cut, hasn't been changed. It's still all in one piece. So I'm gonna do quite a few videos on this while I get it into shape, while I work on it. I'm gonna fix up the body as much as I can. I'm not a real fun, bodywork's not really fun for me, that kind of stuff. Paint's not something I really like doing, but obviously I'm gonna paint this thing. It's not really the color I want it. But first off, we'll just do some videos on just doing mechanical restoration on it. Whatever stuff I can do, like changing the fuel tank, getting all the gauges to work properly, all that stuff, new tires. We'll check out all the suspension stuff, see if we need any bushings or whatever. We'll do whatever we need to on that. Like these trailing iron bushings, you can tell they're really rotted out. Maybe we'll do something on those. And that's, as we go through it, I'll just be doing some more videos on this. So it's a lot to look forward to on this. I've really been wanting a Jeep for a long time, you know, the military Jeep. I kind of want to get one from each conflict. I want to get a World War II era Jeep. I want to get an M38. I've got a Mightymite. Now I've got an M151. Not this growler, but I do have a growler. And I guess once I get all that collected up, then I'll need a Humvee, and then I'll have everything in the Jeep category. So anyways, that's it on this video. It's a short video. Just been real busy. I haven't had time to do any in-depth videos on growler repair or anything like that. But let's look forward. I look forward to doing a lot of videos on this M151, and we'll see. You know, we'll get this thing into shape. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe if you haven't already, and please share. It really helps out, get my channel built up. The more subs I get, the more views I get, the more energy I get, I guess, towards making videos. So I appreciate any help you guys can do. And have a good day.